Hey guys, welcome back to Arts. This week we are going to be working on starting a new project. So you're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil, that's it. Today's going to be kind of more of a planning day, so let's get started. Alright, so I have my piece of paper and my pencil, like I said you would need. Now, like I said, this is going to be kind of more of a planning day. So what I'd like you to do is take your piece of paper, okay, I have it hot dog style, and I'm going to just fold it in half like this. Oops. Okay. And since today is planning day, there's a couple different things you can do. We're gonna create 4 squares on our paper, and we want them to be roughly around the same size, so we can have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? We want them to be similar in size. And when you start this project, I guess I should probably tell you what we're doing, right? You have the option to either doing it this way or turning it and having it go this way. So you guys are going to be creating a storyboard, or almost like a comic strip, but we are not going to be using words. We're not going to be using text bubbles like we would have in some comic strips, right? So you have to really think about how you can create a storyboard and tell a story without words. So that's why today's going to be a planning day. So maybe you want to write down what is going to happen within your story. So you can open your paper up and, you know, draw those four blocks. And this could be another planning piece. But maybe you want to write down what's going to happen in your story, like first, you know, like think about the sequencing of the story, what's going to happen first or in the beginning, middle, and end. And then you want to start brainstorming and thinking about what types of drawings you can include to show what's happening, okay? So that your viewer knows what's happening in your story, okay? Now these are gonna be basic drawings. You can use stick people. This does not have to be funny, okay? It does not have to be a funny comic strip. It can be a story that has happened to you, like something that's actually real, or it can be made up. And that's my dog barking. Don't mind him. That's Fabio. Anyways, he's probably barking at me talking. All right, so let's see. Let's brainstorm. So I am going to drive into work today, and maybe I will do a quick little storyboard on what that might look like, or maybe just my day, okay, my day. So I woke up this morning, and again, this is going to be very, very basic, like stick people drawing, okay? You can be way more creative in how you make each picture and more detailed, but I'm just doing this to help you kind of get started. So maybe okay, so maybe there I am, and I'm laying in bed, okay? Maybe then I can draw the next picture, which might be me getting up out of bed. Hair's all crazy because I just woke up. Blankets are all ruffled on the bed. There's a blanket hanging over the side of the bed, so technically you wouldn't even really see that line. But again, this is just planning, so maybe your comforter has a design on it or something. Okay, then let's say I go into the kitchen. Now these pictures can be very detailed or not so detailed. So I have a window. Maybe you have a faucet. fire window, your sink. And I'm gonna put that's my little coffee mug and my coffee. So here I am, woke up out of bed. And I'm gonna go make some coffee. Maybe. Now this is not all completely accurate as far as where things are. Maybe this is my refrigerator. Okay, now when you guys, so this is a planning day. Once you go to do your final one next week, you will be able to add color and stuff to your drawing. So, all right, so I'm sleeping, I wake up, maybe I could draw, let's see, maybe there's a table here and I can draw an alarm clock. So I could put a time on there, and then maybe I can draw like little marks. Oops. Marks going, kind of showing like there'd be sound, or like it'd be really loud, right? Coming out from the alarm clock, like it'd be waking me up. Okay, so that's an idea. I was gonna say maybe I could do some Z's here, but that technically would be like a word, so I won't do that. To show movement, okay? Let's say, so I'm sleeping, I wake up, I make some coffee, and then let's just say I go out the door and I'm in my car now and I'm driving to work. So could draw a road. Looks like I'm driving a big truck when it's actually a Jeep. Okay, and again, maybe I'm listening to music. Also, if I'm going fast in my car, I could draw some lines that would show like movement, or maybe I could draw some trees, because there's a lot of trees by where I live or along the side of the road. Or maybe I could draw a bird in the sky. From my Jeep, I could draw little music notes maybe coming out, which would show what? That I'm listening to music, right? Maybe I'm listening to some holiday music. And that's it. Again, these can be way more detailed. I could draw a dog bed down here with my dog sleeping in it. I could, when I wake up, I could draw my dogs up, standing, like, because the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is let the dogs out, so maybe that's, I could do that. So this wouldn't necessarily be how I would normally do my day. There's other things that would be involved, but since we're only doing 4 squares, then that's what I ended up doing, okay? So you can plan out one and then maybe go and plan out another, and then come up with which one you want to do. Maybe you want to do 3 different ones. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you want to write down steps. 1, what you do. 2, write them down and then figure out how you want to plan out your storyboard, okay? So 4 different squares. Again, this one went this way, this one could go a different way. So maybe your event is, okay, I did mine like my day. Well, really that would be my morning, right? Of what I do when I'm getting ready in the morning. I could do a certain event, like me making lunch, or I could do the process of me doing an art lesson on like how I record it and stuff and the different steps for that. I could do me baking some Christmas cookies, or me playing out in the snow, or me walking my dog, okay? So there's tons of different ideas, and again, it doesn't have to be something realistic. You can make it up, okay? You can use your imagination. I know many of you have really awesome imaginations that you could put to use with this. So today is gonna be a planning day. What I'd like you to do is, like I said, you can at least write down what your story is going to be about. If you wanna do the steps to help you, that's a great planning method. So if I were to write this out, I could put sleeping, wake up, make coffee, drive to work. Okay, so that can help me. Now these could be more detailed, right? Maybe one of your steps is making cookies. Maybe you're gonna write down what type of cookies you're making. So those are just some different ideas to help you to brainstorm. There's different books that you may have that you could look at that are pretty much just picture books, right? Think of a picture book. You can tell what's happening based on the pictures. So that's what I want you to think about. A lot of times this stuff would make sense to me because I'm the one creating the story, but think about how it would look to others. Maybe do some sketches and some drawings and then go ask a family member, somebody in your house, hey, what do you think this is about? What do you think this story is about? Can you tell me? And it might be a little different than what you thought it was about or that you planned and how you want it to be, but that's because they're just pictures, so maybe people are using their imagination of what's happening. Like this, I would think is an alarm clock if I had a number on it, and there's a bed, right? This is pretty self-explanatory. I'm driving. Now, does somebody know where I'm driving to? No. But that's okay. Maybe I could draw a building over here that would be a school. And maybe that would help showing that I'm on my way to school, to work. So, all right, today I would like you to upload a picture of your brainstorming for your storyboard, and then we will finish this next week. Next week you will need crayons, colored pencils, whatever material you want to use to add detail and color to your storyboard, and then you'll obviously need another piece of paper and pencil. Have a great day, guys.